Hey Silver Tubers, it's Mr. Zeke coming to you from a remote location inside the silver pouring casa, because once again the silver pouring bench is like the face of the sun. I wanted to go over a couple of things tonight. It's a wonderful Friday night. I hope everybody's doing well. I just got done watching Silver Hair Gamma's video. Great to hear about her health. Glad that it's not a heart thing. Love to watch her pour. So glad she's back at it. I occasionally will score a pickup that I intend to pour with, and then I immediately start questioning myself. And today I picked up 20 of these Pan American Silver Corporation from Northwest Territorial Mint 1 troy ounce bars. And I don't know if you can pick the coloring up from the video, but they had some pretty cool, you can see it down here in the corner, some pretty cool toning on these bars. And I'm a sucker for, silver bars. I picked up 20 of them in the tube that I got in a trade that was excess gratitude. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep 2 to add to my stack of bars, my Johnson Matthey stack, and then probably pour the other 18 eventually. But for right now, they're going to go in the tube O bars. But I put these 2 in airtights because they had the best toning, and I really wanted to preserve that toning. This one, you can see a little bit more toning on that bar. I just really like that look. And I looked on eBay, and they're going for there's a little bit of a premium on these, which makes me really not want to melt them. I might save them. I've got another roll of rounds, prospector rounds, that I'm trying not to melt. I'm trying to stick with the buffalo rounds. Speaking of pouring, I got some new molds in from Weaver Industries on eBay, and I'm going to go over the pours. The first one I got, which I saw and I immediately wanted to try, was their totem pole. And I have to say, it turned out exactly like I hoped it would. Great detail on the front of it. We'll call it the obverse. Great detail on the obverse, and nice smooth back on the reverse. I might be able to get my stamp right there. I don't know. This might be an exception where I'm not able to get my Tree of Life on it because it's so narrow. And it weighed out to almost exactly 1 troy ounce. It was probably, I think, 1.1 troy ounce. So this was mold number 1, the totem pole, which I think is fantastic. Mold number 2 was the dragon skull, which I saw, and I wanted to pour just out of sheer curiosity to find out what it would look like in 3D, and I gotta say, I wasn't let down. The dragon skull, it poured out once again. These are kind of micro pours. They're about 1 ounce, 1.1, 1.2 ounces troy. Oop. And so, but overall, this one I poured clean. And by that, I mean I poured 2, and this one I over poured just a little bit. You can see the excess around the edges where I got a little heavy-handed with the crucible. Pouring 1 ounce pours out of a graphite crucible that's designed to hold 2 kilograms of silver can be a bit challenging. You got to be very, very steady. So, but that's the dragon skull mold, and it comes. It's a 2-piece mold. It's got a large and a small. This is the large. I wasn't going to attempt the small because it was about half this size, and I'm pretty sure I just would have poured all over the place. So this is mold number 2 that I got from them. Mold number 3, my wife looked at and immediately said, "Oh, that's cute. It looks like a beehive." I believe it's a stacked round mold. It's 3-tiered, and it's got an interesting pattern. If I can get there you go. Interesting pattern right on the top with a little bit of a rim here. And then it's 3 sizes stacked with a nice rounded bottom. And it weighed out to just about, once again, exactly 1 troy ounce. And so And then I took the excess from the crucible and just poured a bun. Little over poured loaf of bread, 1.2, 1.3 ounces. And the last thing, and these were poured by request from a fellow silver stacker that lives in Kansas. As many of you know, I live in Oklahoma, and he lives in Kansas, and Oklahoma and Kansas are pretty much Tornado Alley, and while these are called Twisted Knobs, he's affectionately renamed these as the Silver Tornadoes. And so he requested a couple of Silver Tornadoes, so there you are, my friend. You know who you are. That's how they came out. I poured 2 mini ones last night, but I just wasn't happy with the way they came out. So these I'm happy with. So I'll be getting with you here via email shortly. And that's tonight's pours. Just a lot of little pours. Sometimes a lot of little pours are more fun than just one big pour. So today's scores and pours. Very much appreciate everybody watching. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and if you're in the hot part of the country, hydrate, stay out of the sun. Appreciate it. Mr. Zeke from the Silver Pouring Bench. Have a great night.